Shalom. Call Halal Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Double honors be to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Barakatham to the hopeful elect. Just a quick video. This video I just played, man. Just showing some of the sore afflictions that Jake, so-called blacks, experienced in Native American Indians. Some of the afflictions that the sore afflictions that we deal with here in this hell, in this captivity. All right, because clearly from this video, all right, this Jake woman, she appears to be, in more on the elder side, older Jake, passing out in the middle of, fixing his sandwich up or whatever, on the job, but again, just to show why we need to get out of here, man. Get out of this bondage, because, and that's another reason why America is referred to in Revelations as spiritually known as Egypt. All right, because Egypt, that word goes to bondage, which is slavery. All right, so I want to read this real quick in Exodus, the first chapter. I'll start at verse 11. Now, this is concerning the children of Israel, all right, when they were in the land of Egypt, ancient Egypt, all right, under the new Pharaoh, right? After you had Joseph and the 70 souls, as it says, they came to Egypt, and after a period of some time, all right, the children of Israel began to multiply greatly, right? And it got to the point where Jake got so great in numbers that the Egyptians, they were terrified. So a way to you read it here, Exodus, the first chapter. I start at verse 10. It says, come on, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply. And it came to pass that when there falleth out any war, they join also unto our enemies, and fight against us, and so get them up out of the land. Therefore they did set over them taskmasters to afflict them with their burdens. All right. And again, this is another reason why America is referred to as Egypt. Spiritually, this place is is referred to as Egypt. All right, because again, the heavy burdens, just like back in ancient Egypt, that was laid upon the children of Israel. All right, backbreaking work, hardcore slavery. It's other than that time, other than today's day and age. All right, there's really never been a time that Israel, the nation of Israel, has been so heavily afflicted. All right, because again, just the video that I played, it's just a small example of that heavy burden. Again, you got what appeared to be an elderly and an older Jake woman at that. All right, for whatever reason, she's on the job, she's working. All right, more than likely a minimum wage job, which again, just to show how, how bad it is for our people. Jake living check to check. All right, you got those that retired, coming out of retirement, because things are just too much of a burden, and it's hard for Jake to sustain themselves, because there was a point in time where just one, the man, just off of one income, the man, he was able to provide for his family. But, you know, over the years, as Esau pretty much increase the cost of living, right? Make it hard for Jake to live and to survive. Now you got, it's to the point where, you got the man and woman, the husband and wife working multiple jobs, barely making ends meet, right? And again, it's just a part of that. It's all a part of that heavy burden, that was put on us. Just like in ancient Egypt. Reading on in verse 11, it says, "And they built for Pharaoh treasure cities, filled up in Ramesses. But the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew, and they were grieved because of the children of Israel." And again, that's what's going on today. Because Jake likes to get it in. Especially being that Jake be working their asses off, right? Jake seeks that pleasure. But nevertheless, it says, verse 13, "And the Egyptians bade the children of Israel to serve with rigor," right? And again, that harsh labor. Again, you got Jake's out here working 2, 3 jobs, still barely making ends meet. With those 3 jobs, man, still living paycheck to paycheck. This is a part of that the rigor, right? And again, because just like in ancient Egypt, right? When because of the harsh labor and that harsh slavery, all right, the children of Israel, all right, the more and more hard bondage that was put on them, the more they cried out to Yahweh Shem El Shai. And Yahweh Shem El Shai, he's seen the afflictions of his people. And, just like in ancient Egypt, he began to move. It's the same thing that's going on today, but more so with the elect, because only the elect today are crying out to Yahweh Shem El Shai. Vexed daily we are. So yeah, just like in ancient Egypt, man, and also on another note, like when in the Roman Empire, when the disciples they were asking Yahushua about the second coming, they were anticipating the kingdom during that time, because again, they were living under some harsh conditions, and they were ready to get the hell up out of there as well. Like I said, just like today's day and age, the saints, the elect, crying out to Yahweh Shem El Shai, man, because, hey, man, Esau, man, they put the squeeze on us so much, man. It's just, it's difficult, man. So yeah, man, that video, man, it speaks volume. It says a lot. But also got here Deuteronomy 28, the 48th chapter, the 28th chapter, the 48th verse. It says, "Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which Yahweh shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst, and in nakedness and in want of all things, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he had destroyed thee." So again, because ultimately this is all a part of the curses that were put upon us for, going astray, commit a spiritual fornication and adultery against Yahweh Shem El Shai. All right. And part of the curses would be pretty much going to our enemy in need and in want of all things. But that wouldn't come easy. It would come through some hardcore bondage. Again, Jake's out here working 2, 3, 4 jobs to barely make ends meet. like I said, people coming out of retirement because, them checks, man, it's just not, it's not cutting it. It's not doing it. People got to, rack up and you got multiple families living in, pretty much coming together to, try to somewhat make live a comfortable life. Because again, man, it's just so rigorous how Esau set things up against us, But again, man, ultimately this all goes back to the curses that were put upon us. Because I saw that video, man, and it made me, this is the next precept I'm going to get, it made me think about this. In Daniel 7:25, it says, and he shall speak great words against the Most High and shall wear out the saints of the Most High. And again, man, we are definitely worn out. All right. Again, even more so with the elect, man, we're crying out to Yahweh Shemel Shai on a daily basis, multiple times in a day, man, because we're so goddamn tired of this place. We're tired of going to work, waking up early, working these damn overnights. We're tired of this place. We are vexed daily. And it gets to a point where you just want to lash out. Sometimes you just want to get violent because you're so goddamn tired. But the saints, man, they're definitely wearing Jake out. Or Salakia. The enemy, all right, Esau Edom being at the top of that list, they are definitely wearing the saints out. All right. If you look at America alone, man, America was built off, the glory of America came off of the hard bondage of the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians. All right. We built this place up to what it is. All right. Free labor for Esau Edom. Right. And this is why they're filthy, stinking rich off of our hardcore slavery. From wearing us out, and they're still wearing us out. They're still getting rich off of us. All right. Their whole debt system, right? The whole money system, their debt system, right? That thick clay the Bible talks about, right? Because it was designed, pretty much it was designed for us to lose, pretty much no matter what. All right. You try to take out a loan, right? But the way it was designed, all right, you take out a loan, but you got the interest rates and all this stuff, man, that they throw at you, right? You're just putting yourself more and more in debt, and again, it all goes back to the curses at the end of the day. But hey, man, at the end of the day, the saints, man, they're being worn out. We are being worn out. We are tired. And this is why we cry out to Yahweh Shemel Shai. This is one of many reasons why we want this place to be destroyed, man. This place has to be destroyed, as it talks about in Isaiah, the 10th chapter, the unrighteous decrees, right? Also, when it talks about how when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when you got the wicked ruler, man, the people they're mourning, they're grieved. Because it's not even just the saints, the Israelites that are being worn out. The earth itself, even the other nations, they're being oppressed. The earth itself, all the plants and animals are being oppressed, right? The whole earth is groaning, man. The whole earth is sick and it's tired, man, and it's crying out. So this is why we got to get the hell up out of here, man. And this is why Yahweh Shai said that he would speed the days up. Or Yahweh Shemel Shai said he would speed the days up for the elect's sake. Because if this place continue on for another 10, 20, 100 years, man, we'd be done. You know, by the time Yahushua showed up, there'd be no one to be saved because we'd all be finished. So this is why this place has to be, this place has to go. And this is why Esau Edom has to be taken out of power. You know. So, you know, just a quick little something. You know, I saw that video, man. It immediately had me thinking about this precept in Daniel's, the 7th chapter and 25. Where he talks about the saints being worn out, man. We are definitely worn out. If you got older Jake women passing out in the middle of making a sandwich, you know the saints are being worn out, man. You know. So, you know, just hopefully, you know, there was some edification that was brought out. You know, once again, I'm gonna give all credit to Yahweh Shemel Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Until next time, I say shalom.